Just how safe are our children in boarding schools? Tonight we focus on a disturbing story about a 15-year-old Form 2 student at Nairobi School who is claimed to be a victim of severe assault. The student's physical and mental condition have led him to be withdrawn from the school. A consultant radiologist report shows that the boy has fluid buildup in the brain that needs very urgent surgery as we speak. That condition is called hydrocephalus. It's a restriction of cerebral spinal fluid into the brain, and then it causes eventual pressure on the brain, and certain bodily functions may not work properly. It's caused by an illness or an injury that affects the brain. So, Nairobi School has denied those assault allegations, and the Ministry of Education is already probing the matter. But as Doscar Swangira reports, how safe are your students in schools?
The lid was lifted by a conversation began by Ndungu Nyoro on Facebook today morning, Monday. And I quote, "Last week, a parent of a Form 2 student at Nairobi School was asked to go to school. Her son was unwell and required medical intervention. Unknown to her, it was sickness occasioned by school prefects over time who seemingly are untouchables. The depressed mother shared her frustrations in a parent's WhatsApp group as attached. But the bit that crushed me was where she wrote, end of quote, I am looking at our son now and I can't believe Nairobi School has wasted him so much. We have to supervise him even as he eats and brushes his teeth. We went to pick him and found he had lost most of his uniform, looking dirty and unkempt. He is even back to peeing in bed, something he had never done. He has gone mute and can't even name the prefects who beat him. I feel so tired and I don't have energy to fight right now. Let us first address the health issues. Please pray for him." End of quote. The responses were overwhelming. One asking the parents to kindly encourage the boys to open up, saying they hide so much and are traumatized. The parents saying they intend to take action after a thorough medical examination on Monday, adding that the medical officer mentioned that the boy must have been assaulted severely. To peel back the layers behind this story, we visited Nairobi School to understand what happened and to get their side of the story. The principal could not give us an interview on camera, but mentioned to us that the student had been attended to at the school's health facility. He had shown signs of weakness and was withdrawn. When he did not respond to the antibiotic treatment, his parents were called in to take him from school and allow for better treatment. To the best of the school's administration's knowledge and admission, there was no report of assault, and the school says it has learnt about it on social media. When we spoke to the student's mother, she narrated to us the boy's condition on request of anonymity. The boy, she says, is dazed, has to wear diapers. He cannot recall even his siblings. He's taking too long to respond to his name. When he was picked from school on Sunday, his condition had not deteriorated to what it is now, but his classmates say that his behavior had changed for 1.5 weeks. He was disoriented. He would go to the wrong class and not be in full uniform. It seemed that he had been beaten continuously, according to the school's clinician, with a probable last beating being on Friday. When his parents mentioned that they would not take him back to the same school, he opened up saying that a prefect slapped him and beat him up because he did not have a tie. In addition, he said he has been beaten since he was in Form 1, and a classmate of his also had had his arm fractured by prefects in the school. The school's administration has refuted this, adding that prefects are elected by students. A consultant radiologist report after CT head scan on Monday, 8th July, concludes that he has obstructive hydrocephalus, an accumulation of cerebrospinal fluid in the brain. It typically causes headaches, double vision, poor balance, incontinence, personality changes and mental impairment. Further tests will ascertain what really happened to him and whether this was directly due to assault, specifically head injury. Doctor says he needs surgery to keep his condition from getting worse. The Ministry of Education officials have moved in to investigate this case and more similar claims of other parents. But the question remains, just how safe are students in boarding schools, especially when and if the perpetrator of violence is another student? Dorcas Wangira, Citizen TV, Nairobi.